So, in this video, I want to go over how long until you get jacked as a skinny guy. And what I want to do is to share what I've learned from the perspective of someone who was in the same position as you are right now. Let's do this and let's get straight into it. Now, the time will take for you to transform your body, specifically from skinny to muscular, will be influenced by the following things. And I'm talking here, I'm repeating myself, specifically from skinny to muscular. And let's go over the things that will be influential to your time frame. Number one is going to be, of course, your genetics for building muscle. Common sense, your genetics are going to dictate how fast you're going to put on muscle mass. Second, the quality of your training, then the quality of your diet, the quality of your recovery, and lastly, your consistency with all the things above. Not your genetics, but all the training, diet, and recovery. So it's not just about the quality of your training, or it's not just about diet, or not just about recovery, or just your genetics. It's about, in the end, it's about if you are consistent with all of these things over a long period of time. Now, assuming you check all 5 boxes, right? You've got the best genetics, you've got quality of training, diet, and recovery, and you're you are consistent with these things, and everything is on point. I believe that it's possible for you to go from skinny to muscular in about 6 to 12 months. Yes, 6 to 12 months, you can do it if you check all of these boxes. But let's go over how much muscle can you gain in 1 year based on genetics, because this is important too to have in mind. Now, if you have great genetics for building muscle, in 1 year, you're going to gain about 8 to 12 plus pounds of pure muscle. So we are talking about pure muscle, not weight, but pure muscle tissue. 8 to 12 pounds. In some cases, more than 12 pounds in 1 year, which is huge, right? Imagine yourself right now, but add 12 pounds of pure muscle to it. You're going to look so much better in 1 year. Now, if you've got suboptimal genetics for building muscle, expect somewhere between 4 to 6 pounds of pure muscle, which is still great, it's still great. It seems too little, but it's still great, Now, how to make sure your training, diet, and recovery are all high quality, because it's not just enough, okay, I need to have great genetics. I don't know if I have great genetics. I need to train in order to find it out. But how do I achieve quality of training, quality diet, and quality recovery? Well, that is what I'm going to share with you in the next slides. And I'll give you a checklist for each part. But if you're interested in more specific guides, routines, meal plans, and all that stuff, then click the link below and you're going to get access to those instantly. Okay, let's go over the checklist. Now, the one for diet. You want to eat enough protein. What is enough protein? It's 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. If you just eat that every single day or most of the days, you're going to get more than enough protein to maximize muscle growth. But that's still not enough. You need to get that protein from high quality protein sources. And these are going to be any lean meats, which is fine, whey protein, casein protein, which you can find in milk, and eggs. These are all high quality sources of protein. These are all complete proteins. They all have all essential amino acids that your body needs to build muscle tissue. You then need to eat enough calories. And of course, I don't want you to give a lot of formulas and everything like that. I want to give you practical steps and simple steps that you can take from and implement from today. How do you know if you eat enough calories? Very, very simple. Gain no more than half a pound per week. So whatever you eat right now, if your weight goes up by half a pound per week, keep doing what you're doing. You don't need to track anything. You don't need to track calories. You don't need to change anything. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're not gaining half a pound, try it a little bit more. Maybe add some healthy fats, or add one meal or add one snack, things like that. If you're gaining more than half a pound, maybe cut back a bit. And finally, eat 4 times a day. And to be honest with you, if you just follow these simple things for the diet, your diet is going to be golden. You're going to optimize every single thing, or at least most of the things, 90% of the things. Now let's go over the training. What I want you to do is to train the desired muscles at least twice per week. So keep in mind, I said the desired muscles. So if you have a muscle that you don't really care about, you don't really want to train it that much, it's enough to train it only once a week. But if you want that V-taper, aesthetic look and things like that, then it's probably a good idea to train the delts twice per week, or maybe 3 times per week. Maybe the arms 3 times a week, the chest 2 to 3 times a week, the back muscles twice per week. That's a good idea. Use high quality exercises. How do you know if you've got high quality exercises in your program? Well, feel the target muscle when you train and when you do those exercises. So if I want to train my biceps and I do an exercise which is for the biceps, well, when I do that exercise, I need to feel my biceps working. If not, then 2 things. 1, the exercise is simply bad, or 2, my technique is bad and I need to check that. So that's how you know if you've got high quality exercises. When you do that exercise, you should feel the muscle that it's supposed to be working. Make the training harder and harder. And this is basically progressive overload. I think everyone knows how to progressively overload. If not, I'm pretty sure I explain how to progressively overload in most of my videos. So if you just click on a random video on my channel, it's probably going to show you how to progressively overload, right? But basically you want to get either more reps with the same weights, or you want to get the same reps with more weights, or you want to do more volume, more sets, things like that. And then you actually need to be consistent with it, right? How do you make sure you're consistent? Well, use a split that works for you. If I say, how many days can you train per week for sure for the next year? If you tell me I can for sure make it into the gym 3 days a week, but probably if I switch this event, or if I make this call and then do this, change some things, I'll probably be able to do 4 times a week. No, forget about 4 times. 3 times is what you need to stay consistent. So choose a split that you can actually stay consistent with. For recovery, 2 simple things right here. Get enough sleep. How do you know if you get enough sleep? Well, feel well rested, right? And sleep at least 7 hours. At least 7 hours, right? Take it as a rule. And do not train if you are sore from the previous workout. So if I train on Monday and then on Wednesday, I need to train the same muscle again, but I'm still sore, I'm not going to train. I'm going to rest, recover, give it 1 more 2 days. Well, when I'm fully recovered, I'm going to train it again. I hope this video helped. And if you're interested in coaching, go to the description. There's going to be a link for that. I'll make you custom plans, custom training, and personalized guidance. But if you're still looking for some workout routines and some courses, some guides, and some meal plans, then click again in the description and there's going to be a link for that. We're also doing a body assessment. So if you join right now, you can post your current physique, answer a couple of questions, and I'll record a custom video for you with the calories that you need to eat, with the workout that you need to do. That's only for the first 100 members. So you're going to find all the information that you need in the description if you're interested in taking your physique to the next level and you are really serious about transforming your physique and getting your dream physique. I'll wait for you and I'll message you right after you join. See you there.